Welcome to Business Tools. You're probably asking this question right now, what in the world is this class all about? And I'd like to take just a couple of minutes to introduce just the where we're trying to go in this class. The idea of business tools, when we were thinking about starting this class, is to have a class that would begin to equip you to be a productive part of any business. And a couple of important things here, it's begin. There's a lot of things that you're going to learn about being in an office, being in a business. This is just a small part of it. And the other thing, second point there is productive, to make good use of the time and material that you have. And then any business. This could mean in a office setting, or it could mean in a church setting, or broad range of business, or it could also mean some business that you have in the home. The idea is to give you some tools to be more productive, and in doing that, you would make better use of your time and also be able to make better use of the technology that you have available to you. And you're thinking, okay, yeah, right. How is this going to work? And it's true. It's a pretty big task to think about trying to do these types of things. But this is what we're going to look at during this class. Three things. We're going to look at spreadsheets, and we're going to look at how these spreadsheets can be used to collect information. More than just a single sheet, we're going to be looking at multi-level spreadsheets, how to set them up, how to make them useful in a particular business or office setting. The second thing we're going to look at is databases. Databases are sort of a step up from spreadsheets. When you have a large amount of data, the databases will help you work with that large amount of data in a more effective way. And then the third thing we're going to look at is looking at websites, setting up websites, looking at ways that websites can display information, and also collecting information off of a website. All of these things, we're just picking three things that can help to make you more of a useful member of in an office situation. But first we have to set a foundation. And as in everything, we have to stop and say, okay, as Christians, how do we look at this whole thing? Does it make a difference that if we are Christians and we look at an office setting and how we use our tools? And I would say yes, it does make a big difference. And the word that we're going to look at is stewardship. How do we use the time, the tools that we're given in an effective way in an office setting? And if we are good stewards of those things, we are then through our use of those things, we are being good examples of how Christians should be acting. So, to get started with here, the assignment: read and react to the article in assignment 1. And notice that you're going to be reacting with the other members of your class. You're also going to be, there are 7, I think there may be 8 of you now, and you will be talking with them, reacting to them as you read the article. After completing assignment number 1, continue with assignment number 2. Read the directions carefully. There is some research you need to do. This is not going to be a do it in 5 minutes assignment. I'm going to assume on this assignment, you're going to take at least a class period looking up things. You can go to the, if you want to actually look in books in room 1, all of the Bible books, commentary things are in that room. Otherwise, you can do research on the internet. I would also suggest talking to your dad, talking to your pastor to get some ideas of what does it mean to be, what does the Bible mean when it says we need to be good stewards? What does the Bible really say about that? And that's sort of the gist of what you're looking at in assignment 2. And I don't want you to just write it off the top of your head. I want you to actually do some work to do that. So I think that should give you enough to get started on the first 2 assignments.